Hey guys, welcome to season of Discovery, Self-Discovery with Mira Young. This is episode 3 and I will be talking about my book today. So I'm not actually selling this book at this time, but you can get it on Kindle if you have Kindle for free. This is a self-discovery journal. Do you like what you see in the mirror? That was the first episode of our self-discovery season. And do you like what you see in the mirror? I wanted to take time to kind of look at the book with you guys, talk about the book, and talk about give you a tip from the book. So right now, we're in a season of financial savings. Everybody needs to save for a rainy day. Nobody knows what's happening. The election's over. It is really crunch time now. It's time for us to get our ducks in the row. So what do we do in this situation? I say have faith, finances, and follow through. These 3 things will help us in any season. Faith, finances, follow through. Okay, the blessings of the Lord brings wealth without pain or toil for it. So basically, faith, finances, and follow through is my second chapter, the second day of my book, where I talk about you have to discover yourself, but it's very hard to discover yourself where you too broke to pay attention. Okay, you can't pay attention. You too broke. You're trying to figure it out. You got faith, no finances, and you ain't got much follow through. So really, let's be real. In this book, I have a chapter about how I was too broke to pay attention. I found myself in the same cycles that I couldn't break out of, where I'm making just enough to survive. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What is my next moves? Who am I even? I'm clinging on to every little trend, every little thing people say. Get a Shopify shop, sell on Amazon, be FBA seller, do this, do that. I'm everybody and nobody at the same time. So in this book, my book that I wrote, I decided that I was going to dedicate an hour to myself. I call it the power of an hour method. Dedicate the first hour of your workday to the most important task. No emails, no calls, just focus on you. Who are you? What you want to do? What have you been called to do? Is setting yourself up to win. So I always knew my true intentions. I wanted to do a YouTube channel. I wanted to do this, but I felt like I needed a production. I needed to be big. I needed to be good. I needed to start. Okay. And I started and I stopped and I wasn't consistent, but I want you to dedicate an hour to doing what you said you were going to do. So it doesn't matter if you are looking for a new job, start to apply to jobs that align with who you are. If you are trying to be the best mom you can be, start with looking at other moms, seeing some techniques that they do that you may can resonate with and say, you know what, I'm going to approach this in a different way this time. I want you to take an hour to yourself to really start to ask yourself those deep questions. Those deep questions are your finances where you want them to be? And if not, how do you get there? The first thing you can do before you change your money is your mindset. You got to change your mindset before you can change your money. You got to change your mindset to have faith that things are going to work out. You got to change what you've been thinking. You got to change what you've been watching, what you've been listening to really change and transform your diet. Your diet on, entertainment, your diet on music, your diet on food. All of that plays a big part of who you are. Your environment plays a big part of who you are. And I want you to start really thinking about, do you have faith in who you are and who you've been called to be? Are you ready to change your mindset with the finances that you have? Because if you have $10 and your $10, you like to go maybe, grab some food and put $2 on your gas tank. When you get $100, you're probably going to grab some food, put some money in your gas tank. When you get $1,000, probably going to do the same. While someone like me, I'm going to have $10. I'm going to get $4 worth of gas, $4 on food, and I might spend my last $2 invested. in a penny stock, or I might spend my last $2 putting it up to save it. So now when I get $100, I might spend $40 on gas, $40, and then I might lessen that $40 on food because I know I can get food for 10. So I might lower my food budget to be able to save a little bit more. Then I might continue. So now I get $1,000. So you see how your mindset has to change, because the money, you can increase your income, but if you don't increase your wherewithal, what you're thinking, what you're seeing, and what you're spending on, you're just gonna, it's just gonna be the same things you've been spending on with a higher pay. So I want you to really start thinking about your finances and your financial goals. And this may be a continue episode just because I really want to get into that a little bit more in depth. And then your follow through. So if you said that you're going to do something, how is your follow through? So I want to do these videos. I'm going to follow through, making sure that I finish all 7 episodes of this season. But if your follow through isn't strong with, hey, you say, okay, this weekend, I want to clean up. I want to make sure that I am doing spring cleaning. I want to get old stuff out, and then I want to shop for new stuff. Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that? Or are you going to sit home, binge watch a show, and I'll get to it next week. But I'm not the weight I want to be yet. But I'm not, and make excuses. So follow through with what you said you're going to do, and you'll feel so much better, because you'll be like, okay, I followed through. I did that. Okay, I followed through. I did that. Okay, I followed through. I tried something new. So this is all part of discovering who you are and who God is calling you to be. Is faith, finances, and follow through. And this is also the second chapter of my book, The Mirror Method. I'm literally reading from it as I talk to you guys. And this really has helped me. So the tip that I have for you today in this episode is dedicate 1 hour to what you actually want to do, who you actually want to be, and what does that look like, and follow through with it. So who do you see yourself as today? Write that down. And then what faith do you have in yourself to become anew? So it could be, I want to go to the gym once a week. I'm going to write, I don't like my body. I don't like this about myself, that about myself. I'm going to commit to go to the gym once a week. Write that down. And then your follow through is, did you go to the gym once a week? Boom, you're done. That was your hour you spent or you could spend 30 minutes writing, 30 minutes doing. But dedicate an hour of power. Give yourself that power. Give yourself that strength. Give yourself that know that you can do it, because I know you can do it, and you are worthy. You are worthy. You are worth it. You are valuable. You are that girl. So with that being said, spend an hour of power, whether you're actually writing down and then 30 minutes doing, but set a timer so that you can get started with the transformation that you want to see today. And as always, if you have not been told today, you are awesome. God loves you. God's will. Peace.